Hey, it's Lines, and I wanted to give you guys an idea how you can pay to get page likes. So if you have a business and you want to get a lot of social approval, basically make it look like a lot of people like your business. You can do like I did. So I have over, at this point when I did this, I had over 10,000 likes, right? And lo and behold, that was actually paid for, not, they aren't true, likes from people. Now, having said that, they are really likes. What you do is you go into your ad manager. And let me go back to, not there. Go back. Go to Ad Manager. Yeah. Go to the Ads Manager. Yay. And you're going to create an ad. Let me show you. Let me come in here and edit. And so I created a campaign. It's just the basic thing. The objective, you put in the objectives is page likes. That's what you want to get. I didn't set the limit, or I didn't set anything with spending. I let it figured out. I put it down at the time for 25 bucks a day. Lowest cost, so I didn't mess with any of that. So this is the settings overall, and then you go into actually creating your content. And let's see here. So this is when it was done. Now let me explain this. The important part of this to remember is the people that like your page, they aren't your target market, right? This is a really critical point. Let me emphasize, these aren't 10,000 likes of people that really like my stuff, right? That like me. It's that they have liked something and I get page likes for it. So if a real potential client came in to look at my site and they see, wow, he's pretty popular, he has over 10,000 likes, they probably won't realize that the vast majority of them are in Nepal or New Guinea or Pakistan or wherever, right? Because it's really hard to actually weed through all that stuff. So it's just a nice way to make it look like you have more credibility and social approval. I don't necessarily think you do this for the whole time, right? Get 1,000, get 2,000, and leave it at that. I did it because it was just fun, experiment, and cheap, and I was testing stuff. So what you do is you go in and you target different countries where it's a lot cheaper to get likes, right? That's the first tip, because even with the method I do, which still you can do it in the US to get likes, and honestly, you can actually do it with your target market, but this is a far cheaper way. I get it down to about a penny a piece to a penny and a half a piece to up to 2 cents a piece. Depends on how much of a hurry you're in and how good you kind of piece together what it is you want to do. So in the example here, you can see I targeted dog lovers, people who said they liked dog lovers. I'm sorry, their interests were dog lovers, companion dogs, rescue dogs, for the love of the dog, love my dog, or dog lover. That was my targeting. Again, it has nothing to do with my site, right? All I was trying to do was to make sure that when I target these people, that they all really like dogs. And that's because the image that I put in here is having to do with a dog. That's obviously not that. Let's get into here. So this is the image, right? Let's see if I can. This says follow me to the lab, and first up here, let me see where anyway, let's stick with the image. Follow me to the lab, right? And then so this is the person, like you're in there, right? The actually top of this is being cropped a little. I think it says something like, we have some health issues, follow me to the lab. And they walk in and it's a they go and pet a dog. That makes them happy, right? I figured dog lovers are going to love this, right? When you create it, what you do is put in the primary text, click to like this page if you agree, right? So this is the kind of misleading part, kind of gray hat area. You literally write in, click to write this page if you agree, yet it's a mem, and they don't realize when they like this mem, they're actually liking your page, right? So that's the little sleight of hand kind of trick. It's as long as you say, click to like this page if you agree, Facebook says, well, you said like this page, right? So you're not lying. And basically, so that's all you do, right? Is you come in, say, click like this page, add an image. Now, of course, you could do anything, right? I actually talked with my partner in one of my jobs. I'm like, hey, you know what? You want something people are passionate about, right? Like, look, we could create one that says, hey, if you love Trump, blah, 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 and target Trump lovers, and then put it up. And then flip it and say, if Trump is the Antichrist, and target people who love Bernie or something, right? It doesn't, again, it's not political. The point is they're passionate about it, and it's going to get them to click like. The more often they click like, the cheaper it's going to be for you to get those likes. So you build that up, and you just let it go. And that's it, really. They start liking it. It's amazing. I do want to give you a little cheat sheet here. I'll put this file somewhere we can download it. I targeted, the first time I did this, I targeted a lot more countries, and the pricing, that's where I had the United States in there, and it was, I honestly don't remember how much it was per one. It was a lot more, like let's say 20 cents a like or something. I forget exactly how much, but it was a lot more. The second round, I went in and said, okay, let me look at this file I exported before, and let me go through and pick and choose from that and rerun it just using the ones that were cheaper. From here, so here you can see the cost. This is the cost per click, right? And so here, like that was even below a penny when you look at how it gets rounded, right? So it's below a penny, all the way up to this one was actually spot on 3 cents in, where is that? United Arab Emirates. So you probably don't want to target there, right? So leave these out. I sorted it on the cost per click. The other thing to take into account, that's what I was bolding some of these, is the number of people that are in that country, right, in that area is obviously going to be, it's contingent on like what kind of targeting you did. I targeted the dog lovers. So you know, depending on what you use to target, it's going to change the amount of people in that country. However, hopefully overall, if they're still just passionate about it, that'll be fine. But it would take a really long time if I just targeted like Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and Chile, right? Because there were so few of these, it would take, even though it'd be super cheap, it would take a long time for me to get the likes. And if you're not in a hurry, then by all means, start at the top here, because these are all, I sorted it this way, right? Pick the top maybe 10 or something and just let it go and let it run. If you're more in a hurry, look for the ones that had more volume. Like the India was a great one because it's still cheap and there was a big volume. So was the Philippines, right? So both of those are two good ones that, like, they're so much more than everything else, right? It's a great, easy, no-brainer because they're much cheaper, and yet you get a lot of likes, speed wise, right? And the cost is low. So that's basically it. It's no voodoo. There is a different one I'll do a training on, which is on how to target people. It's a great tip that Ryan Wells showed me. You can basically create a video, and you know how on Facebook most people, their videos will play automatically even without the sound. It'll start playing in the background. Anyone who has seen 3 seconds of a video, you can do retargeting on. So let's say you find some. If you haven't watched them already, watch my audience insight groups on Facebook. It's amazing what you can learn. You could go in, like let's say you find a user group. Affiliated groups are a really great way to find your target market, right? So let's say you want to get in there and find your target market of people who write copywriting. You join some copywriting groups. You run a small ad that it doesn't have to have anything to do with copywriting. The point is everyone in there is about, that's what they're interested in. And then as they watch that 3 seconds of the ad, then you can target them again later, not actually in that group. We can target them with Facebook or actually even outside Facebook because of the pixel and stuff they have. But anyway, that'll be the next, at some point I'll get to that video. Just wanted to show you it's a great, easy way to get a lot of likes for pretty darn cheap. The other day I did this, I got over 3,000 likes and it was under $100. The first time I did it, I actually did it with a different mem, and then I thought this one up at the dog likes, and I said, you know what, I bet it's going to do better. It performed twice as good. The other one was costing me twice as much to get per click, and this one outperformed that one by quite a lot. I love split sample testing, right? It's a blast. But if you have a better one that you think are going to get people, like maybe even PETA might be another great one. Targeting PETA people with something. Anything people are passionate about, right? That's the secret. All right, cheers.